again for the long delays here. I got so many projects coming up, and I'm right now heading into work. Everything's going well. We've actually started this week, even though it's going to be Easter weekend this weekend. We got at least 2 shifts out of the 3 prepared. So right now I'm heading into work here to get the place open and get going live this morning with my other colleagues, since we're being paired in groups of five for the day shift and 5 for the graveyard shift. So that'll be for the next 2 weeks until we actually go into May. So at this point, I've just been so busy the last couple of weeks in vlogging. They're coming out in spurts. I do have the server up and running. I finally got the one that I got the 2 terabyte for, as you'll see eventually with my other vlog that I've been kind of delaying, so to speak. It's working now. I was having a problem with it. It was something so minor on it that it's like, no, this is too easy. And sure enough, it was. You'll see that in the other vlog, but once I get them set up, I'll be fine. And as you can see today, on the outside, it's fairly foggy. The camera doesn't do it justice. It probably doesn't look as foggy as it is, and I'm just looking at it now. But it is actually fairly bad. It's almost thick as pea soup. Reminds me of the old Sherlock Holmes fictional stories there. Job-wise, it's going great. Can't complain. We're getting really trained well on it, and learning, the ins and outs of everything, and getting along great with the guys at work, with everybody at the office. Can't complain really. It's good stuff. Besides just this weather. And I know I've been slacking on. I've been not doing as much walking as I usually should be doing, just because of my hours and all that. So I've been kind of slacking off, and I don't mean to. But you know how it is with real life stuff. You can't always have your cake and eat it too, type of thing. Other than that, everything else has been going well. I just figured I'd give you guys a little update of what's happening in my life. It's just been, like I said, one of those few moments in our lifestyles that, it's like, it tends to go gangbusters on you. It's like, okay, sort through, quick. The life we lead. Yes, I need my morning coffee. It's already 7:01 in the morning, and I'm heading into work. I don't start until 8:30, but I'm trying to get there early enough so I can actually open up the shop and bring my stuff in, and then go on the outside of the building and at least do a couple of laps. Because like I said, I've been neglecting my exercise, not doing as much walking as I would like to. That's one thing that I tend to be very picky about, because I know when I started to do my exercise and all that with the diet, I used to be able to do at least 15, well, minimum 15, well, my usually daily walks was about 15 to close to 30,000 steps a day. The last couple of times I've been doing my walks, it's only been like 7, 8, 9,000 steps. And I have to get back up there. I have to. It's just one of those things. It's like one of those cartoons. It's like, I gotta. It's like, I know I can, but it's like finding the time. And that's what I'm going to have to do, is really find my time and getting this done. The servers themselves is actually speaking with one of my co-workers, because he was having problems trying to get a certain OS running. So I'm going to have him try something else. something to give him a little challenge for too. It's not actually a server OS, but it's one that I've heard from way back in the day. And I love giving some of these trivia stuff to other techs that never heard of these type of operating systems. Long time ago, and I would say it's hard to tell. So I think between 1994 and 2003, there was an operating system called BEOS. It was how can I say? It wasn't. It was a different type of OS in comparison with Windows, and of course like the operating system for Mac, which was I think way back in the day OS System 9, and then the Mac was just introducing OS 10. And this particular one was actually related towards more or less on the PC market, meaning computers running Windows and DOS. It was called BEOS, or BEOS. And the company was actually called B. There was a group of people from another software company that was actually making operating systems similar to OS Warp from IBM, or along the lines from Microsoft and Apple. And they had decided to make a operating system that was strictly optimized for multimedia. So they're no longer in production. It's no longer being made. It's been abandoned. Just for the fact that in today's market, and this is in regards to being highly competitive, there was always companies like, even with IBM, tried to get into the operating system market for the personal computer. And of course, you and I both know throughout the years that there were mainly 2 to 3 different OSs out on the market. One happened to be Apple's, System 9 as an example, or OS 10 when they introduced it, and then the Windows line of operating systems, and then of course with Linus Torvalds, who actually introduced the Linux kernel way back in the day in the early 1990s, which I am basically using on one of my other computers as a system for my video editing. So I'm across all three a little bit, even though my older Macs are running the older versions of OS 10. But they all have their good points. They have all their bad points. I mean, depending on what you need them for. BEOS, I haven't even had a chance to use this, and it's been out already. It's been available out on the market. Well, out in the market, or if you know where to get it, for over 25 years ago. And it used to be a very popular one because it's been, like I said, highly optimized for multimedia playbacks and all that. It was something meant for the personal computer way back in the day. But since now they're gone under, and there are some places, some communities that are trying to keep it alive, just for the fact that it's a rare beast in today's market, because you don't find that many unique operating systems that are available to the general public, like besides the popular ones like OS 10 and Windows. Those are the two heavily marketed ones for business and personal use. They're the only two that I know of, besides Linux, which is free, which I've been using for the last 10, 15 years. It came out, the version that I got was from Ubuntu, which was in 2005. Yeah, I've been already using it for 13 years, Linux, so I'm not going to say I'm a guru at it, not by any stretch of the imagination, but it's one of those ones there that I've been fortunate enough to learn on a spare computer that I have at home, so it's been good. What I'm going to try to do with the BEOS is I'm actually going to try to install it on an earlier machine, because I know with today's computer, with today's modern computer where you have multi-core, multi-processor, you know, multi-core processors and all that, and the hard drives, they're fairly more advanced than what this OS was is capable of handling. So what's going to happen with that is I'm going to actually test it out on an old Pentium 2 450, Pentium 2 53 450 that I have at home, and just try it out just for the heck of it. I'm not going to expect it to do a lot of things, but maybe for multimedia purposes it will be fine, like for video and all that. But other than that, I just want to give the guy a challenge to see what he thinks about it. And yeah, I'm here at work, as you can see, and I'll let you guys go for the time being until later on when I'm finished work, and hopefully I'll be able to get another vlog out this week, so that'll be something. So catch you guys later. Finally made it through the day, another day. Tomorrow's Thursday, payday 2. Anyhow, so hopefully today, well not today, hopefully within the next couple of days, I'll get my servers up and running, or actually placed and then hooked up and all that to the network. It's just been busy with work and all that. As you can see, I just came out and I'm heading back home. So this, I'm hoping, will be a good place to work. So, and also I'll be able to get those servers up and running hopefully within the next couple of days, because that's the next thing I need to get done too. So as for anything else that I have to get done with the servers, I don't have to worry about it, I hope. It's one of those things that I've been wanting to get done, but it's just time factor is always running short on me. So I'll be calling it a day for this vlog, and hopefully it'll be a lot better by the time I get home. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.